Right now I'm getting ready to record some content. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Justine. I'm a pet sitter based in Jersey and Jersey. I gotta say it right, Jersey. Jersey. There you go. I think that's it. And I moved to Jersey in March. I moved from Houston. I'm originally from the Bronx. So I've lived a few places. I have developed a nomadic lifestyle, not by choice, okay? Life does bring you here and there, so I'm very adaptable, so that will be the top one thing I'll highlight on my resume. This year has been crazy in terms of like how quickly things has happened for me. Like when I first moved here, I was getting a bunch of boardings, which means that the dogs were sleeping at my house. And then I started to get like way more house sittings. And that's something I started doing, I want to say a little over a year ago. And it's been amazing. So we're going to talk about the different things that has increased and decreased in this video in terms of like my services, because I went from walking one dog a day every day in Houston to walking about 5 to 6 dogs a day in the East Coast. So a lot has changed. Personally, I feel like the amount of people that live in the East Coast that don't work from home, that travel way more than once a year is insane. Like, people are always going on vacation here, and I think it's because of the cold. Like, when you live somewhere that's so cold, you really, and by the way, I will be listing everything in the description or in the caption. People travel a lot here in comparison to Houston. So that's one thing I noticed first, is the amount of people that travel, but also the amount of people that work in person here. I feel like a lot of people in Houston, they're able to work from home because they work in like tech or like the oil industry, which is really big in Houston in particular. But I feel like up here, people do such different things where my clients vary. Like I've came across so many different people that work in cool places, like really niche industries. And, I get to take care of the dog or the cat. How cool. But I used to walk this dog every day in Houston, and I was so excited to see him because he was like my only client. And then I moved to East Coast, and now I have about 5 dogs that I walk per day. I have Cash, Minnie, Cam, who else? Matcha, Mellow. Let me think. And then I have Samson, Sis. Like, I have so many like reoccurring clients. It's so nice to be able to see like people really trust me to be in their homes taking care of their pets. There's some people that have been a little apprehensive though. Like, I met a lot of people that were really apprehensive because they're like, do you do this full time? Like, are you new to the area? Like, they're a little skeptical because it's a new concept. So I totally understand that. Like, being skeptical about someone being in your house where you have all your personal items and stuff like that. But let's just be honest. I have 83 or 89, 80 something reviews for a reason. Okay? A lot of people have been supporting me this year. It's been really good. I've been getting a lot of exercise. I be in my steps in, girl. Like, I used to walk probably a mile a day, okay? If that. Because like I said, I went from having 1 client a day to 4 to 5 clients a day, okay? And I look forward to having more. Like, my goal essentially is to be able to walk at least 8 dogs a day. And it's really hard because I drive to each dog. So because I drive to each of them, it takes up a lot of time. Like, I don't work a traditional schedule where like I work 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Like, I essentially work from like 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., which is my last walk. But like, there's huge breaks in between. Like, there's probably like a 2-hour break, 30-minute break, 20-minute break. So I get a lot of time back to like run errands and do little shit in between, but I still be working. Okay. These dogs be working me. But yeah, my goal is to walk at least 8 dogs a day. Another goal of mine was to work with pet companies. So I reached out to a bunch. Let me tell you, a lot of people did not respond to me. But I know that a lot of things has to do with analytics and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons why I post so often as a pet sitter. It's not solely about just posting the pets per se, because none of my clients, at least I don't know, follow me on social media. So the social media presence is more so to build community, to interact with other pet parents, to educate, to socialize, and actually like be social on social media. Um, Especially in a niche space where a lot of people can relate. Like a lot of people have pets that you don't know. But you get on social media and like, oh my god, my dog, that you have a dog? I didn't know you have a cat? I'm really thankful for the internet for that particular reason, because it just takes your mind off of heavier things. You know, just having pets really does make life happier, more unserious, and just fun. You know, like just being able to take care of a pet on your own or with a partner is really fun. It's kind of like being like a real parent. A lot of things have been like on the dome about like how I want to do things in 2026. One of the things is possibly fostering a dog. I've been thinking about that a lot. Um, if you ever fostered a dog, comment down below. Comment and let me know how that process went for you, because I truly need to know, like, is it something that I should do? Because like my schedule is very um my schedule is very random. Like I have a different schedule every day. So whenever people write me, like I will get like a random like Rover request at like 2 a.m. And yeah, that will be my morning email. So because my schedule changes so often, I felt kind of guilty of getting a dog. Like I didn't want to get a dog because I'm like, well, if people are constantly booking me randomly, because people do not book in advance, okay? We just let that one go. I let that I let that expectation go a long time ago. Because people don't book in advance, I'm low-key like, okay, I don't want my dog to like not get all my love because it's so random. Like imagine working in the ER. That's kind of how it feels. Like you're kind of like on call. You can obviously say no to clients, but why would you want to say no to clients? So I think that's like one of my biggest things about like being a full-time pet sitter is like the availability depends on, I mean, your pay depends on your availability. So you really have to be convenient to the customer. And I want to make sure that if I do become a dog mom, I want my dog to not be something that I have to be like, I don't want my dog to be a second choice or a second thought. I want my dog to get all of me. But maybe that's just like unrealistic. I don't know. Like let me know. How are y'all figuring it out? Because I'm really trying to figure it out before making the decision. But yeah, it's been real cold in Jersey. It's 20 to 30 degrees every day, just going back and forth. I don't want to say it snowed, but it did. It snowed at least like 2, 3 times so far because we're in December. Like that's to be expected. But I be cold, okay? These walks are not easy in 20 and 30-degree weather. So yeah, please tip your pet sitters. Other than that, like meeting new people, you know, meeting different pets. I've came across way more breeds up here versus in the South. A lot of people get very exotic breeds. We're not going to get into that because, you know, the ethics behind that is not my business, okay? I'm just here to watch the dogs. Like most people get their dogs from shelters. I know a lot of people hate the breeders, but most people do get their dogs from shelters. It's a very small community of people that get their dogs from breeders because they're really fucking expensive, to be honest. Like I don't think the average person can afford that. Hopefully that helps. So when it comes to trying to stay warm, I be strapped up. I have these gloves that I got from TikTok shop that has been holding it down. I have some hand warmers that I got from TikTok that's been holding it down. Like I do not play. I got these stockings that I actually layer at the bottom of my sweats, and then I put my socks. So this is a whole method, okay? I put my socks on first, and then I put the warm stockings on, and then I put my sweats over that, and then I wear a long sleeve shirt with a hoodie, okay? And then on top of that, I might wear another hoodie, okay? And then I wear my jacket. It's that serious. It is. So yeah, being a pet sitter in 2025, going into 2026, is truly all about versatility and just figuring out what you want to contribute. Hold on. Every time. Every time I put on eyeliner, I sneeze. Why? I hate it. Jesus. But yeah, the biggest thing that I learned is just figuring out where you want to place yourself in this space, because there's so many different opportunities. I'm so excited for next year because I feel like this year I didn't really do as much in-person socializing in terms of like going to like different events. That's something that I do want to include in my journey. That's something I definitely want to include in my journey next year. So I will be going to the International Dog Show. Okay, I am. I missed the dog show on Thanksgiving. So I'm definitely going to try to go to the one next year because they do have a few of them. They have different ones. CatCon is canceled until 2027. Yeah, I was really looking forward to that one. But they do have other events that I do want to attend. So I'm just going to keep my eye out for when they drop the dates and the tickets and stuff like that. Even if it's like local meetups, like I know they have like the Schnauzer meetup that I was supposed to go to the other day, but I just couldn't make it. But I really do want to do more of that because I feel like those are like great opportunities to meet different dogs and meet different people that love dogs. And I feel like those are the type of spaces I want to be in. I feel like those are the type of spaces I want to be in going into a new chapter in my life. So that's the goal. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in my next video. If you enjoy videos like this, be sure to subscribe, like it, so that way other people that enjoy pets, and if you're ever curious about what it's like being a pet sitter behind the scenes, yeah, this is the right place for you.